I'm Perry's little sister. And it's funny, I mean, hearing Yvonne talk about when Cynthia could finally go outside and she blossomed. And I remember when I first met Cynthia, this quiet person, and I think sometimes I kind of wondered, Perry, really, this is the woman for you? Not that she wasn't nice or anything else, but she blossomed. And I think in the beginning, she struggled with us Kleinsassers because our family, and you can probably relate, our family isn't like anything she'd ever been a part of. Loving, close, sitting around the table together, not that you guys didn't, but I mean, I think she just had a hard time feeling like that she was gonna measure up. Like, who are these people and how do I fit? And so sometimes she would try a little too hard. We laugh and get over it. And, you know, life would go on. But she had a tough time in the beginning. And I know in my case, I remember one time she said to my mom, she goes, I don't think Ruth likes me because I don't run. I was like, what? You know, it's like she wanted to fit in, she wanted to be a Kleintasser, and she became one. But she didn't quite understand this at first. So the one story I remember, and I think, Brian, I don't know if you were the one who was there. Who was there? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Cynthia, when she was working, she was always a waitress. And something would happen, she'd slip and fall and get hurt, be off work, you know, and then anytime it was needing to go to work again, it was always a waitress. And we'd always talk, you know, Cynthia, you know, you could do something else, maybe safer, steadier, you know, more secure living than a waitress dependent on the tips. And she always struggled because those tips, and it was like, why would I want to work for this much per hour when the tips? And so I remember we had a lot of conversations about that. And then she would work, and oftentimes, of course, her job, she'd be closing a restaurant. And there was a period of time when she actually lived at my parents' house, and for a time, and she was there. And I know my dad struggled a little bit because she'd come home late at night, and she didn't have great sleep habits, and everybody would get up, go to work or whatever, and she'd still be asleep. And you know, I think Dad puzzled with that a bit. And so there was a time when my dad, one of the things he did that was always the best was his buttermilk pancakes. And he got up one morning and he made pancakes for everybody, and Cynthia was still asleep. And like I said, I think he struggled with it a little bit. Cynthia was still asleep, so we finished breakfast, and he made another batch of little batter, put it in a container, and put it in the fridge. And he said, when Cynthia wakes up, tell her there's pancakes for her in the fridge. So sure enough, along comes Cynthia. I forgot which brother was with me at the time. Somebody was there with me. And she came out, and Dad, you know, had already gone to work, and she was like, I don't think your dad loves me. You know, he's kind of gruff. He wasn't the warm, fuzzy, you know, huggy, kissy, tell you he loves you, right? And she was kind of upset. She's like, I don't think your dad loves me. I don't know why your dad can't love me. Why doesn't your dad love you? And I felt like saying, well, you didn't think I loved you either, you know, but whatever. And whoever it was with me at the same moment. Cynthia, of course he loves you. No, I don't think so. He left you pancake batter in the fridge. And whichever brother was, that was it. It was like, how can you say he doesn't love you? He left you pancake batter. And I think gradually she actually started to read between the lines a little. I think she always wanted to hear it and always have the hug and always everything else. But we did. We all loved her. She made us crazy sometimes, but she became a Kleinsasser. She became that cat with 9 lives, although I think she had more than 9. I don't know how many she was up to by that last time. And I think we were all saying, when we all spent time with her in the hospital in March, and just, your head was saying, you know, I think this is it. I mean, even the doctors, you know, I think, and yet you look at her and go, okay, come on. You come back every time. So anyway, yeah, she became a part of us, and she became a Kleinsasser. So we all loved her, and we all miss her, and we all have memories, right?